We like sports and we don't care who knows. From shooting hoops to the Super Bowl. Just two normal guys hanging out, having fun, right, guy number two?
Yeah, guy number one. Watching sports with girls is a pain. They don't know the rules, there's no time to explain.
Throw me the baseball.
Now toss me the pigskin.
Now feed me the rock.
Now give me the rock.
Emulates an I formation and up. Good. Ooh, 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 ooh.
What scares me about that, I'm audio-visual nerd. He was taking down cameras and tripods on that 40-yard fall.
Expensive trip, I guess.
Okay.
When Chris Berman says rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling, that is exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's not improving his draft stock.
Well, yards
By
after
any man,
contact.
Yeah. The Sean Alexander special. Oh no! He's practicing lengthening his NFL career. Welcome to the Weekly Sports Report. This is Keelay, this is Bill K, and this is what we have for today, Junior!
Today, Junior?
Ryan Skinny Man Braun. He's just a little guy. I'm a little guy. Wins his appeal. Really? You know, still more details coming into this, but to be fair, he doesn't look like a guy who's exactly overindulging in the hormones. Yeah. I'm glad it won out. You know, still details coming out, but he's, doing this whole, the truth was on my side and blah, blah, but now you have something with the urine sample and how good that was, and it's
well, and it's the first time in 13 where they've won the appeal. First time in 13 appeals that the guy won. And there were some interesting things behind it, which makes you really question baseball, their testing process to begin with. First of all, what the guy does is pee in a cup, and then they send it to Montreal. Why are you sending something that needs to be tested? Oh, I mean, yeah, there's like 3 seals involved, but apparently with Ryan Braun's sample, it sat on someone's desk for a weekend. What? And then
I can see someone just playing video games. Just it's just Ryan Braun's piss, or they don't drink it. Yeah, send that thing.
They didn't drink that, did you? But it's like, I was listening to sports radio, and they said, a guy called in and said, I know someone who works at a hospital in Milwaukee that is down the street from Miller Park. Why not just have it tested there? Then you just have them walk to the hospital and pee in front of that. I don't know. I feel like this calls into question what their process is, because maybe make it a little easier. And the other thing about the test is, I guess his testosterone for that test alone was 3 times the normal level. Every other test he took that year was like about the same. So it was like, there's just so much surrounding it that I hope he really is innocent, because I think baseball needs to do some switching up with the way they're doing it.
Yeah, it sounds sketchy in itself. Hopefully we don't get no Ontario Smith Wizinator in the house. Hopefully Ryan Braun going to the airport. Sir, that's not a cucumber. You're going to have to pull to the side. Well, no, that's what I'm packing right now.
Pride of the Ducks right there.
And we typically don't cover NASCAR, but wowzers! Daytona 500. Whoa. Help me, Jesus! I'm on fire! Help me, Tom Cruise!
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Tom Cruise!
They already delayed a day because of the weather in Daytona, and then the track's on fire. Are you kidding me? I mean, I didn't know anything about these jet dryer things. They use jet fuel, and if you crash into that, there's going to be a fire stop top. Yowzer. So that was crazy. Luckily, no one was hurt in that. 2 laps into the race, Jimmy Johnson, the 5-time champion, who, I don't know much about racing, we just admitted to this. I've heard of him, okay? Out of the race. He gets in an accident. Danica Patrick is sidelined for a while, comes back in and finishes later. She's like 62 laps behind the leader by the time she finally was able to get going again. Yikes.
Wow.
I like this for NASCAR, though, because it moved it to Monday night, and the way luck fell, no NBA games because they're still in the All-Star break. The All-Star game was over, so they weren't competing with that or the Oscars. I think NASCAR should look into doing this more often. It's their Super Bowl, which is stupid they do it at the beginning of the year.
Wow.
Hello. But put it on Monday night like this. It got, Twitter was blowing up, the internet was going crazy. Do it again, NASCAR.
Monday Night Drive.
We were into it.
We're out for a little Monday Drive. You betcha. And now St. Louis, the Rams,
I want to
trade in their number pick.
My number 2 man, his name? Number 2.
Because they have Bradford, if he's healthy, he showed what he can do in his rookie year. You get some weapons around him, so obviously they're not looking at quarterback. That's a pretty high-priced pick at number 2, because that's pretty much going to get you RG Tree, and
or Andrew Luck. What a consolation prize.
If they go the number 1 and number 2, it kind of sounds like the Peyton Manning, Ryan Leaf, number 1, number 2. You can't lose with either of them. Really? Really?
Woo.
Yeah, you can.
That leaf fell far from the tree.
Way falling and just boom, right into a media. Shut up! Okay.
Talk to me, all right? Knock it off!
He met his wife in San Diego.
And then quickly moved to Canada for some drugs.
Yikes. But if you're the Rams, do you think about, you know what, Bradford had regressed a lot last year. Do we get RG3, or do you like that they are trading the pick?
You have to stick to Bradford, and it's a good call because they need more weapons, if anything. The Rams aren't this one draft pick. They're not the Atlanta situation where, if we can just get this one guy, the Julio Jones, that'll complete us and get us into the playoffs and all that. They need more people, if anything, to help out Bradford because, Bradford was hurt and all that, but it's Bradford, Jackson, and you hear a pin drop. You need some weapons. You need something to throw to. The wide receivers are scraps. You have Mike Sims Walker. Jaguars didn't want him anymore. You got Brandon Gibson, pride of Pullman, Wazoo, but it's like no real sink your teeth into him. Then you got Brandon Lloyd, who's on the tail end of his career that can still make some plays, but that's not how you want to win.
Rumor has it he wants to go to New England and be with Josh McDaniels.
There you go. There you go.
See, I agree, but the one devil's advocate thing I would say is, with Bradford, you trade him, RG3 is going to be a lot cheaper because of the way the salaries line up. However, after that, you're right. Bradford's good. Get him an offensive line. He hasn't had one in 2 years. Get him a big-time receiver. Justin Blackmon, if you trade with the Browns, Browns, then you can still get the 4th pick, and Blackmon should still be there.
Colt McCoy not their answer?
No,
Okay.
not the AI, if you will.
In some NBA news that was potentially happening to Seattle, maybe get something apparently locked down. Sacramento, there's a city that cares about their basketball. Just ask the mayor over there, former point guard. They're able to lock up that lease. So, still tentative deals, still some stuff will be worked out here, but it's at least on the table that they're staying.
When the owner's crying tears of joy, I'd like to think that they're going to stay in Sacramento. And that, what you brought up, is what bothers me. Is our mayor, after 1 year, said, this is the best way to do it, and just let them go. And let the history go.
Yeah.
But their mayor fought tooth and nail to get this thing done, got extra time, and used that extra time to get a deal done. And it's like, you know what, Greg Nichols, this is why you're on par with Bennett, with Stern, and just below Schultz as being the worst human beings in the world, to me, as a sports fan.
They didn't really try as hard as they possibly could. This just felt like a whole just kind of nighttime job, just coming in to swoop in, just just be at the Pier 57. We'll get you. Click, boom, I'm from Oklahoma. Here you go. Here's the team. You out of towner from Oklahoma. Might as well be wearing Spurs on the heels and all that. Oil spilling out from that. Sell it to that guy. Oh yeah,
he'll be fine.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Sacramento Kings fans. I have nothing but good feelings for you.
And I almost, if basketball is coming to Seattle, I don't want to take another team. Can we just get an expansion team?
We're gonna have to take. Sorry.
Okay. Alrighty. And smoking that weed, Leroy.
A bag of weed. Everything's better with a bag of weed.
Bag of weed, everything's better with a bag of weed. It's the only help we'll ever need because everything's better with a bag of weed.
Bad Leroy Hill. In Atlanta, he caught. Okay. Can we just stay off the pound of grass?
See, it's tough because we could have the weed debate all we want. It was not less than an ounce, the whole bit. Do you think that this was worth the huge amount of damage? Problem is, it's his 3rd time. Second with weed, the domestic dispute. Guy can't stay out of trouble. I don't trust him.
I just say let him go. We have some up-and-coming linebacker. I'm fine with Hawthorne. I'm fine with KJ Wright. If we can pick someone up in the draft, it doesn't have to be our first pick.
He was a 3rd-round pick.
But, we can get some depth. So I'm not, sinking my teeth into, we have to keep Leroy Hill. So, let him go.
It's not James
Fun
Harrison
run
here.
I don't want rehab Hill. So just get rid of that. And, hey, the UW. They beaten the Cougs. I tried calling the loss you called going into Pullman. What a turnaround with that. The first half, Wazoo able to make their free throws, only missing maybe 1, maybe 2. That second half, what they do, just kind of go...
Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff.
You just think if Wazoo made those free throws, not even a game.
2 points for Ross. Roden was like 6 of 14 or something. I mean, our 2 stars didn't play well. We still got the win. I love it.
And your Cavs, they beaten up.
Yeah. What can you say? It's about what you expect from the team right now. They went to the All-Star break. Let's get going again. How about your Bucks though?
Hey, they lost to Chicago. Did I not
How
call
was
that
Derrick Rose?
a rose? Rose is fine. Moving on.
Hey, what about Tula? Rose is fine. Moving on.
Predictions time. The UW basketball at the La schools. You got USC,
The
USC,
la.
and the Ukala. UCLA Bruins. Are they sweeping that? At least win USC. If we lose to UCLA, that's I could at least understand that. Josh Smith seems to play just great against us.
The rest of the year now.
I
Reeves Nelson's gonna really do.
Oh.
Well, I think we're gonna lose now that I just brought his
I
name
think we're
up.
just 1-1. We'll be 1-1. That will beat USC. Lose to UCLA.
Just to make it interesting, I'm gonna say we're gonna sweep
Sweep
because
it.
I agreed with you. But if we both say the same thing, that's
We
boring.
can't
I
do
say
that.
we're gonna win 2 more.
Okay.
I've been in
Good
a good mood lately. I don't know what
Good
it
deal.
is.
In your Cavs, you got kind of a lineup coming.
We have
up here.
a big week here. Big one, of course, being against Jeremy Lin. I'm staying away from the schedule here. Boston, New York, Chicago, Washington, and Utah. I think we could win 2 of those. Because New York's tough because we're there. Boston and Chicago. I'm gonna say we'll win 2 of them. I think we'll beat Utah and we'll beat Washington.
Okay, and Milwaukee's got a Washington, Boston, Atlanta, Orlando,
Again.
and Philly. I think they might get 69 by the 76ers. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're winning that. I think they might win. Jeez, yeah, maybe 1, maybe 2 out of that. It is Dirty Mike and the boys.
Thanks for the F Shack. Love Dirty Mike and the boys.
They got those 3 away games with Boston, Atlanta, Orlando. All of those teams really just kind of sinking in the seat. And,
well, at least the good news is you're done with Orlando after this week.
With
4
Dwight,
times
of
in the
course,
last
they
5
guaranteed
days
like
you
the
played
Dwight
them.
Howard trade happens immediately after they beat him. That he's gonna. Oh, okay, I'll go to Los Angeles and help out Kobe over there. Yeah,
I want that to be
right.
done.
And in a story that might transcend a little bit of Washington, Carolina and Duke. We had to throw in this predictions because
Saturday.
let's be honest, that's a big game.
Yeah.
2 big schools. You could make it an all Hall of Fame game if you had both teams to work with. So, who do you got in this?
Duke with the
Heels
buzzer
of tar?
beater. Carolina, they're going to be ticked, but Duke's going to win.
Okay, I'll go Carolina. Take the opposite there. It's just going to be that 5 points or less.
Oh, yeah.
Slugfest.
Oh, yeah.
That's just
why that rivalry's fun.
good old-fashioned college basketball victory formation.
The Sounders have signed 2 new players.
Yes.
The Lady Sounders.
Oh.
So before you get all unhappy, both of them were on the U.S. team, Hope Solo and Alex Morgan.
UW, Hope
Yeah,
Solo.
UW Husky. So plenty of reason to go watch them. And for all the chauvinistic pigs out there that think that women can't do it, so there's reason to go watch, even for jerks like you two. Squalding.
Yeah.
You're insane. Your wife is scalding hot.
They put some balls in some nets. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
Yeah.
baby.
I bet there's even a work film for how to handle them in the workplace.
Irrational and emotionally fragile by nature, female co-workers are a peculiar animal.
And in the NBA All-Star game, that's just fun. We predicted, hopefully the West.
I was only 2 points off.
West, West ended up winning.
Yeah,
Durantula spreading his.
This
all
is
all
where
his
he
legs.
came from.
And apparently Dwayne Wade took it upon himself that Kobe was going up, kind of did the Frankenstein foul of the getting his nose, treating it.
Funky butt loving.
Funky butt loving, giving him the Owen Wilson nose.
Yeah.
So hopefully he alright, but wow, you hate to see that in an All-Star game, but then again, Kobe fouled him twice before that. So even after, Wade's like, hey, he's actually one up on me. Wade didn't say sorry or anything like that, so that's where it's like, step up and be a man, and just say like, sorry I fouled you, but
Heat and Lakers Sunday. That's all I gotta say.
For the week, Sports for this is Keelay, this is Bill K. We use out.